Yeah, my name is Kevin Rance. I am the Chief Administrative Officer for the Colorado Department of Public Safety, which is one of 30 executive branch agencies in the state of Colorado there. And in my capacity as the Chief Administrative Officer, I oversee all of our internal support functions that include accounting, budget and policy development, the purchasing contracts function, our fleet management, facilities management, wildland fire logistics support. So everything that we provide that's either physical or fiscal to the internal customers, which are our operating divisions there. I've been with the agency for 8 years now, and I found my way into the state service following a 21-year career in the United States Army, where I served as a logistics officer, retiring in 2015. And in that capacity, after retirement, I was initially hired by the Colorado State Patrol to serve as their Support Services Director, which is their logistics unit. That led to, over a series of years through internal reorganization, me becoming the Chief Administrative Officer of the organization. Our efforts are really focused on internal customers. And for us, the way that we've been able to successfully humanize our digital experience is through an immersive process of understanding the culture of our customers, right? So where many of my employees are your traditional 9-to-5 employees that come into an office and they perform their functions, or whether it be a garage or a warehouse or wherever. Most public safety employees, whether they be on the law enforcement or the fire side, don't have that traditional office job, right? And so we have to take a step back and understand, what is the support need of a firefighter who's working on a wildland fire out in a national forest or on BLM land somewhere? Or what does that trooper do, that state trooper, on a Saturday night when they have an issue and they're working the graveyard shift and there's not someone available to handle their need when they're available, right? And so that's really colored a lot of the ways that we've approached our service delivery there, and the way in which we develop our teams to support our customers there, so that we are culturally aware of the requirements and can tailor our capabilities to meet their requirements. Yep, and so I'm going to highlight one of them, and that's our fire billing system. So being a western state, Colorado, one of the most important things that we do every summer is deal with wildland fires. Wildfires are just a part of living in the West. And for us, one of the most complicated things that we do is pay for a fire. And so several years ago, we started looking around at the other 8 western states and how they dealt with payments for wildfires, because wildfire is not just a state thing. It involves local municipalities, it involves counties, it involves fire protection districts. There might be nationwide assets that come. We might get a wildland fire module out of Oregon to come help us one summer, right? So the payment processing there and how we pay for a fire was very, very manual, because when they're out in the national forest or they're doing something on the wildland area, they're not sitting at a computer terminal, so it's very paper driven. So when we started looking at ways to improve that process, first thing we did is see who else is doing it, right? Because we want to look at how it's working for them. But in that regard, we looked at what Utah was doing, and Utah had a system developed by Gold, which is a small company, called the Gold Fire Billing System. And so we decided to run with that system, but tailor it towards the needs of Colorado, because of course we don't do everything the same way as our neighbors do. And we took that system and basically tailored it towards the state of Colorado, and then took it to the next level of, okay, how is it going to be applicable to our local municipalities who are providing capabilities to us? How can we make it applicable to that individual firefighter who gets pulled in from Oregon or New Mexico or Nebraska through a state and local compact there to help us deal with these wildfires that we're doing? How can we reduce the paperwork burden there so that we can become more efficient at reimbursing our cooperators? So through that process, we started to identify mechanisms on how the inputs of what we were getting from our firefighters could be streamlined and enhanced so that our service delivery back to them, whether it be in the form of paying a salary or reimbursing a fire protection district for the use of their wildland fire module. How we could do that quicker and faster, right? And we were able to, over the period of a couple years and through the development of a software application, there reduced our service delivery time from 6 months down to under 30 days in many regards, and to reduce our backlog substantially and to the tune of about $44 million there. And so this project is ongoing. We're in the third phase. We're going to continue to find ways to make it better and just improve that service delivery incrementally. And through that process, we are helping our municipalities who are partners in the firefighting business with us there stay financially more afloat and to help them and more importantly develop that trust so that when they know when they loan assets or capabilities to the state of Colorado that we are there to help reimburse them for that. Yeah, so collaboration for us is key because for us, first thing that we realize is that we don't own everything that we need to find success, right? We don't own the firewalls. We don't own all of the network engineers, right? So if we don't start from the beginning by involving our partners in the Governor's Office of Innovation Technology, involving our IT director, and all of those other key stakeholders who have pieces of the puzzle there to help us complete that picture, we're destined to fail, right? And for us, that partnership is so key because what we want to do is get to the end goal and have everything there and meet the capabilities that we set out to achieve. Not only that, but also that we promise to deliver there. So if we don't start from the beginning with those partnerships and collaboration in mind, we're certainly destined to fail before we even reach the finish line.